Hello Year 10, welcome to your video on trigonometry. Now you won't know this, but this is actually take 9 of this particular video, so let's see if I can get this done before you all go to sleep. Okay, trigonometry is about measuring triangles, and we're going to look at right-angled triangles specifically. You can see all of these triangles have right angles in them. And all you really need to learn is how to use these three words, hypotenuse, opposite and adjacent, and they're going to be labels for different sides of the triangles, but they're going to depend on which angle you're talking about at the time. Okay, so we're going to do a little example to start with, and we're going to be looking at this top triangle, and we're going to be focusing on angle X. Now we already know from Pythagoras that the hypotenuse is the longest side of a triangle, and you can always find it because it's across from the right angle, it's always easy to find. Now if we're talking about angle X, then the opposite side is literally the side opposite angle X, so it's over here. The adjacent side then is the one that's left, which must be this bottom side, but adjacent actually means next to, so this side here is sort of next to angle X, whereas the opposite side is opposite angle X. Okay. Now if we were talking about angle W instead, the hypotenuse is still the hypotenuse, it's still the longest side, that hasn't changed. But the opposite and adjacent are going to be different. So if I move these back down here, he should stay where he is. We're talking about angle W. The opposite side to W is now this one down here, and the adjacent side is, again, it's the one that's left, but it's the side that is next to angle W. So it's easy to find. Okay, so pause the video and see if you can label the hypotenuse, opposite and adjacent for these two triangles here and here, talking about the marked angles Y in this triangle and Z in this triangle. Okay, so for this triangle down here, we're talking about angle Y, the hypotenuse, not X. Right, you can go up here, I don't want you anymore. Right, the hypotenuse is always across from the right angle, so it's this side here. The opposite side to angle Y is over here, and the adjacent side is the one that's left, but it's also the one that's next to angle Y, down here. Okay, and for the triangle with angle Z in it, again the hypotenuse always the easiest to find because it's always across from the right angle. Ooh. Okay, so there's the hypotenuse. We're talking about angle Z, so the opposite side to angle Z is this one over here, and the adjacent side is the one that's left, and it's also the one that's next to the angle Z is there. Okay, just for neatness' sake I'm going to put that X back where it was, and that's all you need to learn. Okay, so I hope you have a lovely evening. Good night.